was kind of, you got to, there may be more of you over here, but this one's, they're like, I don't know if that's going to throw everything off if you just do that, but that was very nice to watch. Okay, well, and just like that, we are on the second to the last Sunday in August. Just like that. And if you remember, we began this month by noting that it is, and it's beginning to feel like it, the last Sunday, the last month of summer. Hope it's not the last Sunday of summer. And our intention for this last month of summer was and continues to be for us to just relax and enjoy it. It wasn't a hard assignment. Our intention was to take it easy and not worry or be concerned at all with the seemingly swift passage of time in this world. Or that, before we know it, the beautiful, beautiful colors of autumn leaves will give way to the barren branches of winter. Don't worry about it. Because we're focusing on savoring each moment of our life this month and every month, and not feeling rushed by the passage of time. When we quiet our mind and relax and enjoy and appreciate each moment, we connect with life in a deeper place and in a more fulfilling place. Appreciating our life as we live it allows us to see value in everything that our eyes gaze upon. Appreciation lifts our vibration into a good feeling place in which we feel unrushed and uncrushed by time and space. When we live in appreciation each moment, we don't need for the world to slow down for us because we've changed our speed. When we look at life as a gift to be experienced in all the ways that life can be experienced, we remember that it's supposed to be fun and savored and enjoyed. So the first question this morning, as it often is, are we having fun yet? Or are we waiting for a reason to lighten up and to just have a giggle that we are in this world at all? Are we feeling good because it feels good to feel good? Or are we waiting for something to happen first that makes us feel good enough to enjoy being alive? Are we waiting for life to get better before we feel better? And are we waiting for the world to look less serious before we stop taking it so seriously? We're created to live as an awesome spiritual being as we live in this human environment in which the spiritual universe is lovingly providing us with creative, fun opportunities to see our invisible thoughts become visible things. Are we having fun creating our life and seeing our thoughts take physical form? Or does what happens in our life cause us to say yikes more often than we say yay? Every day. All that's required of us Absolutely all that's required of us is to decide to be happy being ourselves. To find a way to feel good, to consciously look for thoughts that make us feel good when we think them. Happy thoughts, hopeful thoughts, healthy thoughts, peaceful thoughts, and loving thoughts. It's not hard work, especially if we're in the habit of feeling good most of the time. Because when we feel good on a regular basis, more good feeling thoughts easily flow into our mind for us to think about. Sadhguru, I love Sadhguru. He said, it's absolutely irresponsible to carry a long face and walk around on this planet. In fact, to walk around with misery is the most irresponsible thing you can do. Being playful is being very responsible and responsive to life. It's important for us to keep in mind that there's nothing in this world that's dictating to us what we think about or how we feel about what we think about or how we feel about life in general. It's totally, absolutely up to us. Nothing outside of us is demanding that we experience this life in any particular way. We're not being forced to take life seriously. There isn't a law in this country or any country that states that if we smile at life, we'll get arrested for unnecessary happiness. There's nothing to prevent us from embracing all the experiences that come along in this human environment with a sense of ease and playful curiosity. We are absolutely free to take this life seriously and walk around with a long face, shaking our heads at all that seems to be wrong with the world, or at least wrong with most of the humans who live in it. A lot of people do it, and we're free to do it too. Really, no one's stopping us. But it's important for us to know that it's a choice we're making. One that isn't helpful for us or for our planet. The good news is we're also absolutely free to choose to see life differently than many people do. Rather than living from a solely human perspective that changes from good to bad and happy to sad depending on what happens in the world, we're free to see life from a spiritual perspective, of feeling good by choice. And that changes what we see in the world. When we fully accept that it's how we feel that creates our three-dimensional experiences, we'll be motivated to feel good more often about our life, about the world around us, even before we have an apparent three-dimensional reason to feel good. And we'll discover that by not demanding a visible reason to feel good before we feel good, allows us to see things we feel good seeing. We've all heard the saying, look for the good and praise it, but maybe a more accurate way to say it is look with a good feeling, and you'll find that everywhere you look, there's something to praise. Abraham Hicks said just recently that If we're not having fun in life, if we're not having fun being in the world, it's not that we're doing anything wrong. We're just not doing it in the easiest way. We're not doing it in the fun way. We're not doing it in the I meant to do it way. Instead, we're doing it in the struggle way, in the got to make it happen way. And we're not understanding that all the good is already created. And our feeling good allows us to hear the call and answer the call and follow the call. Every moment we're being called to the beauty and wonder and magnificence of life all around us. But Abraham Hicks tells us, you gotta chill first if you want to hear the call. The quicker we relax, the quicker the energy clears, and the clarity, the peace, the ease, and the pleasure of living this life comes into the way that we experience life. It seems that we don't often think about or talk about the pleasure of source energy as it creates for us. And it's creating for us all the time. Around us, through us, for us. We talk a lot about the power of source energy. We say it's the energy that creates worlds. Science of Mind tells us God speaks and it is done. The worlds were formed by the power of His Word. We're all about thinking about and talking about that power whenever we have some dire need or we've gotten ourselves in trouble in life. Maybe we have a health challenge or a financial problem or trouble in a relationship. At those times, we want the big guns of God to bail us out. And that's okay. In fact, it's a good thing. But it's not everything. When it comes to our relationship with the source energy that not only creates worlds, but created us and creates for us every moment. It's not all there is to our experiencing ourself as we're created to be, and to our living in this world as we're created to live in it. In the Lamb's the Bible, in the book of Luke, we read, "Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father is pleased to give you the kingdom." We live in God's pleasure. We live in the vibration of joy. It's God's pleasure to be the answer to our prayer, to be the well-being that heals us, to be the solution to our problem, to be the giver of all our asking. And it's also God's good pleasure to be the giver even before we ask. This magnificent life on earth is a gift with no strings attached. We don't have to ask for it to be good. It's good already. It's not a fixer-upper. We don't have to repair it or struggle through it or figure out what's wrong with it or us. Abraham Hicks tells us you didn't come here to fix things that are broken. You came because life on the path of least resistance is a delicious state of being. Having our prayers answered feels good, and we're grateful. And it often temporarily causes us to realize that source energy is available to us, and that it feels good when we feel its presence. But unless we sustain our awareness that life is supposed to feel good to us all the time, unless we remind ourselves that we live and move and have our being within the pleasure of God every moment, then we won't look to it again, to that relationship, until we need to call upon it, to call upon that power to save us again. And in the meantime, we'll live mentally and emotionally estranged from the most essential relationship, our most essential relationship, and from the pleasure of being alive. Feeling one with our source only sometimes won't create a path of least resistance within us that allows us to feel good about our life every day. We're hardwired to feel good. It's natural for us to feel good. Come what may, that is our nature. The only reason we need to feel good is because it's an expression of the essence of who we truly are. When we're choosing to feel good just because feeling good feels good, just because it's what we want to feel, just because it's who we are, we're surrendering to our true nature. We're aligned with our inner being. We're resonating with our true self, and we are feeling God's pleasure alive in us. Every time we feel good, we're feeling God. In the Way of Knowing, we read, decide to open your arms wide to receive the love, the presence, and the pleasure of God's presence. Namaste. That went really fast for me, and that was 11 pages. Do you want me to say it again really slowly? I had the nicest experience. I was calling customer service on Amazon, and customer service is all over the world, as you know. It was a young man in India, and he stopped in the middle of what he was saying, and he said, "Can you understand me?" He said, "Or do you want me to slow down?" I said, "I can understand you." But we had this beautiful interaction because he cared to be understood. He cared about me understanding him. And I just loved that. It made the whole situation, and he solved my problem besides that. But anyway, this life, as we know, when we allow ourselves to know it, is good. It's good because it's good. It's good already. And all we need to do is feel the good that is. And there's nothing that helps us to do that than appreciation. It really, appreciation is right up there as a high vibration. And so I'm always, I feel so good to say thank you. Thank you to all of you for being here consistently, for showing up on live stream alive. An important part of showing up live stream. And so grateful for really truly the thousands of people who follow us, and those who find us during the week. Really grateful for you too, because I know that you can't hear this good stuff too many times before you want to express your gratitude. And wherever you are, if you're hearing this and you're feeling the wonderful vibration of this LEC family, and you're just getting a better feel for what life can be, and you'd like to say thank you, then we, more than anything, would like to say you're welcome. And so, if you want to know how to do that, then our wonderful treasurer, Dr. Jamie Phillips, is here to tell you how.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wonderful talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. If you would like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center and support us, we would love to have your support financially. There's several ways you can do that online. You can go to facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. There's a donate button on that page. You can go to our website, where Reverend Stephanie's podcast is going to be within the next couple days. There's a donate button on the front page of our website, which is lecflint.com. You can donate via PayPal if you'd like. Our PayPal email address is lec2512@gmail.com. And lastly, if you'd like to send us a check, our P.O. Box is Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321-294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And here in the sanctuary, we're going to be taking an offertory while we listen to Marcia Allen singing In This Very Room, followed by a gratitude prayer from Reverend Stephanie. Thank you.